against the Tennessee Volunteers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, this season hasn't gone the way he planned, but one of the things he said to his team in the locker room, let's go out and have some fun. We had big expectations, and while we fell a little bit short, I want our fans and our team to play with pride, have excitement, and show everybody what we're made of. We have an opportunity to start new right now with this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To throw on first. Right side, it's Jackson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab behind the line. It's Cartwright. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second and long here. Direct snap. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down to the air. Swats it away.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Hits inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side is Hansen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Moves the pocket. It's Underwood. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a deep grab. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff.
Makes the catch, and he's free.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Throwing, Underwood. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Quarterback changing the play. The run inside. It's Marshall. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it back to him. And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Out wide right, it's Staley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Underwood. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They're field this one in tight quarters. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. the stiff arm. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Rush right in his face. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside, it's Gordon. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll move the wide receiver. First play of this drive. Card in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's dropped.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Snags it, and he's open. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. It's Staley. Flying down the right side. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Working the ground game. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here's Underwood to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Mack's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from the 50. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Finds a crease, it's Bishop. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Staley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Vols will go for it here on 4th down. Needs it. Turning it on. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The player's open.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Tennessee. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Underwood on the play action. Moves to his right. Trying to find his man in the middle. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Got the back over the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry up. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Going deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Again, it's Underwood. Across the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Follows his blocks. It's Marshall. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it himself. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Underwood in the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half a football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Making his first move. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick give. It's Marshall. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He's changing the play. 4th down, Underwood. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. And you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Bishop. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Marshall. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Just feeds the running back. He's past the sticks. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball. But he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Play action with Underwood. Let's it fly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Rolls right. He'll pull it down. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Gives it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Underwood. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Marshall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One-possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Unloads in the nick of time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. From the gun, it's Bishop. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
One-possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Davis. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Cuts it upfield. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
1st down, he'll keep it. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Turns it upfield. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Good execution by this offense. Now we need to rush, but not be in a hurry. Still got some time left. Got to move the football a long way down the field.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So here comes the Michigan offense. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Third and 4. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't